to everybody who is here. Check chat. I already have one person here so far. Get a little. Listen. How's the audio, guys? Is the music too loud? Is it too quiet? Is my voice good in this? Everything good? I don't know who's here yet, so. Howdy, Franco. Probably just wait a few more minutes, 2 or 3, while we wait for some people to get the opportunity to join in. Are you unable to hear my voice? Best mic in the world, so. An E tier, I don't think we need it. Who uses E tiers? Let's be honest. Here has to be pink. A tier? What color A tier gotta be? Purple? It's too similar actually. Nah. You'll let it. B can be only. It's good. Big F. That's fine. Because I have to add a tier below. Thank you. Music is very nice. But we have to add a very special tier. I don't know if we're going to be using it in this tier list, but oh no, we're using it actually. Ice P. That Ice P tier down here. I mean, that makes sense. As you go up towards space, it does get a lot colder, so. I just kind of like having pink be S tier, and A is red because that's kind of close to pink. And the reason the cool color is at the bottom is so that it matches Ice P tier. Because I hate Ice P. I'll get into that. I'll get into that on the bed. No, There's Ice P tier is something a bit special. It is special. Not just any. Like if you don't have a pun or any creativity design, you get F tier. You get Ice P tier for doing even worse than that. Which I'll get into. I will get into. Let's give some people some time to tune in. Here, hold on 1 second. Alright, I've returned. We might also do PvZ 2 plants as well after this. There's definitely a lot of stuff there. So, I guess we'll go ahead and get started on this. So, this tier list is gonna be interesting. The main thing we're looking for here is puns. So if you get a pun, you get like A tier, and if your pun's really freaking good, you get S tier. But it goes a bit beyond just puns. Like there will be how those puns work with the gameplay as well. Like if you have a pun, but you don't, the way the plant works has nothing to actually do with the pun, they're not getting as high tier. They'll get a bit of credit. It'll be like C. But also, visual design is important too. Like some plants don't have puns, but the design kind of makes sense, so they at least get D tier. F tier means it's just kind of there. All right, see ya, Franco. And let me tell you about Ice P tier. Ice P tier is when they miss a pun. An easy pun. So, this is snow pea right here, right? That's a pun based on actual snow peas. And in GW2 they made a variant, right? Called Ice P. Ice P got rid of the snow pea pun so they could change his name to Ice P when the pun is right there and they could have used that pun and it would have worked perfectly fine, but they threw it away. And that's Ice P tier. The lowest of the low. We're gonna have at least one plant in that tier. And I will explain why. But let's go ahead and start off. I think we're gonna start with Pea Shooter because that seems kind of fitting. Pea Shooter is a good pun based on the term Pea Shooter, which means like a weak gun or whatever, which fits him perfectly. So honestly, that goes straight into S. I mean, or A. I don't know if it quite gets S. Not the number one most creative thing ever, but it is a very, very solid pun. And of course, we gotta follow it with Sunflower. Well, the pun there is obvious, but it's also a bit weak. So I don't think I can quite give it A. Like, her name is literally just the plant she is, but there's very good reason behind it. She produces sun. She's a sunflower. So I think that's either going B or C. I'm kind of leaning towards B. Yeah, I think C I'm going to reserve for puns, but they don't really use the puns very well. Walnut, easy A. It's a nut that is a wall, and it's a walnut. Not much else to say there. Works perfectly fine. Cherry bomb is a pretty dang good pun as well. Okay. I think that's gonna go in A. Cherry bomb is based on, well, cherry bombs. An actual kind of explosive. So, pretty solid pun there. Potato mine. It's no pun, but I'm kind of thinking D for him though, because like I can kind of get what they were going for. It's a root vegetable, so it kind of makes sense that he'd be a mine. He's underground, you know. I think I can at least give him a D. I think F's a little too harsh there. There are plenty of easy plant puns from mine, so it could have, you know, it would have been great. Mine cone. I really wish mine cone was a plant. Imagine a mine tree, which made mine cones on the field. That'd be so cool. I'd love that. Comes after that. There's like Snow Pea, Repeater, and what else appears in Ward 1? Nothing else does it? Peter, Snow Pea. Yeah, I think that's it. I swore there was one more. No, Chomper. How can I forget Chomper? Landvine would have worked really well too. Minecone, Landvine. So, Landpine. Vine. That doesn't work. Yeah, there were some missed potential there. How could I forget Chomper? Chomper doesn't. Okay. I'm gonna get in something before I rate Chomper. The goal of a plant shouldn't be to be A tier. Some plants are perfectly fine at the lower tiers, like Sunflower. I think she is perfect the way she is. Motivational speech time. I don't think she should be changed. B is the perfect spot. There needs to be no change. Chomper, obviously there's no pun or anything, but so he's gonna be like a D or an F. But that is fine because some plants should be higher. But Chomper, I kind of like what they did because let's be real, Venus Zombie Trap doesn't sound very good. It just sounds dumb. So going with Chomper, I think made him a lot more lovable as a character. Like everybody loves Chomper. He's so cool. His name's Chomper. And I think that's perfectly fine. You do have to give him F tier based on well, no, I'll give him D because at least the plant he's based on, it kind of makes sense with what he does. So I'll give him D at least for that. I think F tier is really harsh for Chomper. I don't want him to be higher though. I think Chomper is a perfect name for him, and it should not be changed. Now, Snow Pea. A. That's an easy A. Well, it is kind of the same boat as Sunflower, where its name is literally just what it is. What its name is literally just the planet it's based on, so. I guess I can't quite put it up with Pea Shooter under the circumstances that Sunflower is under. So, it's a Snow Pea. Based on the actual names. Yeah, Chomper is probably one of the most iconic PvZ plants ever. And I think naming is a big part of that. Repeater. That's a solid pun. A or B? I think A is fine. It's he repeats himself, he's a repeater. It's a weapon, but the word P. I know what he is in there. And that's World War 1. That's the front lawn done. Day. There you go. That's the word, day. So, night plants. Ugh. This is where it starts getting a bit rough, because they made a bunch of mushrooms, and, they didn't actually give them pun. Mushroom? Do you guys know if Puffshroom's based on anything? Let me know. Puffshroom's just kind of a mushroom, though. I'm sorry, but Sunshroom is kind of in the same boat. It's just a mushroom. It's on there. There is no pun or creativity there. And Ice P time. Scaredy Shroom goes in Ice P tier. You guys might wonder why he is gonna be worse than Puffshroom and Sunshroom, and here's why. There was a pun they could have made. Scaredy Cat. It's like Scaredy Cat, but a mushroom cat. They named him Scaredy Cat. He would have gone in S tier. That's such a good pun, but now he's at the very bottom. Hi Jerry, you should know why, by Ice P I don't mean Snow P, I mean like the variant Ice P. I'll go over this again since you just joined in. Ice P is the worst of the worst because they missed a pun. Not only did they miss a pun, but it's a pun they've already used. Because they should have named him Snow P, which is an actual pun based on Snow Peas. Ice P is not a pun, it's just a missed pun. It makes me so mad what they did in GW2 with that. Why would they do that? Scaredy Cattail would have been cool too. Imagine the Cattail actually did have that feature. That would make this Cattail a bit higher tier. We'll get into Cattail later though. Fume Shroom. He's above the other mushrooms because he rhymes, and I like rhyming. I think the rhyming ones are not quite on the... I think he's more of just a C tier. Not as strong as these two at all. But he is still... there was some valiant effort put in there. And I think he's perfectly fine. Who else is at 9? Hypno Shroom, F. Okay, no, D. I think I can give it D just because it's based on psychedelic mushrooms. There's a bit of reasoning for it being a thing. It just doesn't have a pun or anything. So, it can go with Potato Mine. It makes sense to do what it does, but its name just... Ice Shroom, though, is definitely an F. I don't know if there's any pun there. Doesn't seem to. Doom Shroom can go by Fume Shroom because it rhymes once again. They'll be friends. I'll go ahead and throw Gloom Shroom in here too because that also rhymes. And Gravebuster. It's not even like a plant. What is this thing? It's like a hunk of rock. Guys, it's a plant. It has a few rocks on, like a few leaves on top of it or something. No. This tier list is we're rating plants based on their puns, designs, the creativity in them. Kind of or any reason they have on why they're the way they are. Like Pea Shooter is a pun, really good pun based on pea shooters, a tiny gun. So, yeah. So if you got no pun, no reasoning to be what you are, like these guys, like what the heck are the point? Why are they what they are? They're F tier. The guy is a plane. Shut up. No, that's not a plane. That's stupid. This is rock. Stupid Dwayne plant. We're moving on to the pool levels now, though. Lily pad. It's kind of once again the same boat as these, where it makes sense that their name is like that, but there's no pun at all. Yeah, well, Plantern's actually a good pun. I'll go ahead and rate it now. Plantern it's the word plant and lantern. And you can see how Plantern has the roots. It's a tree. It's actually a tree. So it's just a lantern tree. Lantern. There's an actual pun there, which is nice. So Plantern can actually go in A. This man ain't even a plant though. Like what is? They just kind of threw it in. It's like yeah, that'd be cool. Is the mic volume really not good? Can anybody else hear me fine? It might be just on Jerry's end. Move the mic a bit closer to my mouth. Ooh. Alright. Continue with the poor plants. Tangle kelp. Is there anything I really have to say here? I mean, it's just kelp. I don't get it. Is there a pun? Do you guys know if there's a pun there? I don't think there's a pun. Unless I'm missing something. He's just kinda, you know, there. 3 Peter. Alright, they are starting to push it with the Peters a bit. But his pun is there. But it's starting to come off a long chain and kinda maybe I'll give him A or B. I think it's pun there, but it's starting to give it weak at that point. Alright, that's good. I'll go ahead and knock out Gatlin P. That guy's, I can see what they were kinda doing. He's going to D. There's no pun there, but considering how the other P-shirts are based off of, like, guns, kinda makes sense why they'd go this route. So, I think he's kinda fine overall. He doesn't need any changes. Remember guys, low tier doesn't mean they need to be improved to a higher tier here. Sometimes they're perfect the way they are. Sometimes they could use an improvement. Oh. Looking at you, Scaredy Shroom. Who else is there? Spikeweed. That's not even like, that's also, that guy's like also not a plant. What is, it's just, you know what, yeah, we're gonna make a not a plant here. Oh, I do. Fix that. Alright. They're F plus they're not a plant. Slash mushroom. We'll get a cop cannon in a bit once we get to the roof. No, click the right thing, please. Alright. Not a real. He's spiky, but like, why is he brown? Is he dead? Is this a dead plant? Wait, what is the pun? I don't get it. Spike rock, you kind of go in the same spot. This is even worse. This is like literally just a rock. They didn't even attempt at making this one a plant. Like, he at least has weed in him. He at least has some leaves there. That guy's just a rock. Why did they make a rock a plant? Get it. You can tell they don't like him because then they made spiky spikeweed in Garden Warfare Tangle Kelp instead of Spike Rock. Who else is at the pool? Squash. Kind of in the same boat as Sunflower. Solid pun. But he is just his name. I think I'll bump 3 Peter up. Just for a bit more consistency there. I don't, he has little leaves on him, so you know he's a plant. He's like concrete, and like, you know how sometimes the grass grows out of concrete and stuff? That's what he is. Torchwood. I don't really get it. Is that a pun? No, not enough. I think he's kind of, once again, in the same boat. It makes sense he does what he does, but he is just what he is. Tolnut? I think that's A. I don't know if we're gonna have any S tiers. Yeah. I think that's fine. Any more pool plants? Let's try to write twin sunflower. Is that even a pun? Is there such thing as a twin sunflower? Hold up. What is twin sunflower based on? No, they're just a two-headed sunflower. Gatlin P is D tier because there's no pun there, but it makes sense that he's there because all the other pea shooters are based on guns, so it makes sense that the ultimate pea shooter would be a Gatling gun. So I understand what they're going with. It's just there's no pun. I think he's fine though. I don't think he needs any changes. Similar to Chomper, doesn't need any changes. Cattail. Oh, I have something to say about Cattail. So, there's a pun there. Normally I'd put this in B tier, except it doesn't deserve B tier. Why? Because it's just a cat for the sake of being a cat. It's not even a, look at this stupid, why does it have a hat? Why does it look like that? Why is its eyes so tiny? It doesn't even get like eyes. Why does it shoot homing spikes? That's like completely random. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, my cat shoots homing spikes in real life. You should see him. He's a monster. He brought in 2 mice the other day. True story. And he killed them with homing spikes. Not true story. You know, they could have gave it like a melee claw attack or something like that. And, you know, I would have smacked that in B tier. But no. You get ice cream. Okay, no, it's not ice B tier, but I'm gonna have to knock it a point down to C. It at least has a pun, so it's not going in D. Go ahead and knock out Imitator. Ooh, that's a good one. I didn't realize that pun when I first played the game, when I was like really little, but this might be S tier. Imitator is a pretty good pun. I like him. Yeah, I think that can go there. Very creative pun. Very creative pun. I want to say Planter might go there too. Because that is a really creative pun. Like the rest of the guys are just puns because of what they are. It's a lot more direct, but this is a real play on words here. That is true. His design does really reference his pun very well. I think if Plantern was a bit more obvious as to what plant it was supposed to be, I'd put it higher. But, yeah, it's kind of hard to tell what it is at first. Anyways, on to the fog levels. I actually do like the fog levels. I think they're pretty neat. Sea shroom. Yeah, it's just it's a wet mushroom, guys. I love wet mushrooms. Magnet shroom right in the same boat. It's just a magnet on a mushroom. This one's like really bad. Like, really bad. Actually, you know what? He could go in this tier because he's literally just a fucking magnet. Like, the mushroom is just kind of like underneath him. That one's like... ugh. Garlet. No, that's roof, yeah. Golden magnet, though. That is a... Notice how he turns from a... I don't mean to put him there, but like, look at these two right now. He turns from a mushroom into a plant. What the hell is going on here? Golden magnet, though, is a pretty solid pun. It's just he's also not based on a plant, so he's gonna get knocked down quite a few points. Like, he's kind of there. I think he's about on par with Cattail. He's not actually a real plant. Yeah, I'll make a Nah, I don't need another thing for this. His pun's okay though. Oh, I forgot jalapeno. How could I forget? Yeah, F. Okay, no, maybe he's D. He's spicy. Jalapenos are spicy, so it makes sense that that's fine. But, like, yeah, there's nothing else going for him. Cactus. Right in F. It's just a cactus. It's literally just a cactus. Why does it grow? I do want to do a GW2 tier list on rate and variance based on, like, design, but let's be real, 99% of the variants would be F tier, because they don't like puns in that game, apparently. They didn't do a very good job with the designs, I guess. And even some of the puns, like Necros, had a lot of wasted potential. Pumpkin is roof or fog? I don't know. And I'm just doing it in order now. Blover, good pun. Good pun. Is that S tier? Yeah, that's S tier actually. He looks like a clover, but clovers look like a fan already. And he's a fan. And it's a blow-in clover. That's actually really good. It's so perfect. No, they'd be F tier, but Ice P tier is something special because that's actually straight up a mispun. It's not even just a mispun, it's they used the pun before and then they just forgot about it. I don't know. I don't get it. Starfruit. Kinda in the same boat with these guys, it's just their name. It shoots in a star shape, I guess. Shooting Starfruit would be A tier though. From PvZ Heroes, I will do a PvZ Heroes one eventually. There's some good puns in that game. They did it. They did a very good job. I think we're just in the final stretch now. Oh, Split Pea. That's a good pun. But it is just his name is just what he is. So it kind of goes here. It's based on, split piece, yeah. Split a half. But his name is just what he is. Alright, cabbage pole. Okay, the pults are weird. I'm just gonna go ahead and get it out of the way. F tier. It's just a catapult with corn. F tier. I don't know about this one. I think wintermelon is an actual thing, so maybe I'll get like D. I don't know. Look it up. Cabbage pult, though. It kinda sounds like catapult. They could go and see because it's a really weak pun. Cabbage pult, catapult. It's pretty weak. But it can go there. Cob cannon doesn't have any pun. I'm sorry, Cob cannon, you're cool, but I hate to do it. Goodbye. Coffee beans in the same boat here. He has no pun, but he makes sense for what he does. He wakes up, dude. It's coffee. Umbrella leaf is I have to come back to that one. I don't know if there's an actual pun there. Pumpkin is F tier. It's a pumpkin show. So many cattail puns. Marigold is a good pun. Its design is kind of bland. But no, it's B, I forgot, yeah. Its name is just Marigold, the planet it's based on, but it makes gold. Makes sense. Garlic, F. Sorry, you're just literally just a piece of garlic. Who's apparently disgusting to zombies. I don't know, garlic's kinda nice. It's not one of the best things to cook with. It's a pot. It's a pot, guys. Guys, it's a plant. It has a plant growing out of it. He's alive. He is alive. It's so stupid. And that's why he doesn't reappear. Now, we're gonna look something up. Winter melon. Yeah, it's based on a real plant. So so he's either getting DRC. I don't think the pun is very strong because, like, he is just. I mean, I can give him B, I guess. It's only fair. He's kind of in the same boat as Snopey. Yeah, I think that's fair. Now, umbrella leaf. That might actually be a real plant. Yeah, that is a real plant. Alright. B? Yeah. It's a pun, but it is just what its name is. So, yeah. I think I'm Blover at the very top. Blover definitely the best one. The design is just perfect there. Yeah, that's it. Let me zoom out so you guys can get a full view of that. Who has a missed pun? Scroll up a little bit. There we go. Should be able to see the whole thing now. Actually. Alright. So. That's PvZ 1 now. We could get started on PvZ 2 if you wanted. I think the newest one I know is Balloon Shroom. I don't know much about him. Even on here. I don't think he's on here, but that's fine. I don't. All right, yeah, we can work with this. All right, I guess we'll start on this. Let's add a tier below. That. Oh. I did the wrong one, but that's okay. And then of course we need ice speed here. So of course, yeah, that pink is the best. Oh, why is... I do be misclicking, don't worry about me. I'm struggling as usual. Oh, I'm struggling a lot. Doing my best. Yeah, this one needs to be that yellow. This one needs to be... This one needs to be light blue. I keep clicking the wrong thing. I'm so good at this. Don't worry. I'm the very best. See, I did it in a probably not reasonable amount of time. 4G. My rainbow is a bit silly. Don't make fun of him. I put a caboose at the front of the train. Alright. So I think we'll get started on this. Take a break for a quick second before we start up on this. I'm gonna check some stuff. So, just hold on. Alright. Yeah, should we change up the music maybe? I kinda like this stuff. Not a lot of people are still here. We might want to continue this some other time. No, it was a little out of nowhere. There was a lot of complications when I was trying to stream earlier. My internet could not handle it. So, I think I'm gonna have to make an alliteration tier. Below D. Could it be above D? I guess it could be above D. They just be alliterating. It's nothing crazy. This one's a good pun. We'll definitely be putting that high up. PvZ had some pretty decent. Oh, yeah, I see a very good pun. Oh, there's a lot of good puns here. A lot of decent ones, and there's some not as good ones. Yeah, there are some not as good ones. We'll get to turkey poult. Oh, everybody's favorite plant, turkey poult. Anyways, I think I'm probably gonna wrap it up here, and I will continue streaming some other time. Maybe I don't know. Maybe sometime later this week we'll do PvZ 2 plants and then PvZ Hero plants. Hopefully when we can get some more people in, I can on a bit more ahead of time. So anyways, I'm gonna be wrapping things up. But I will see you guys later. Umbrella leaf. I didn't see that. Yeah, that is good pun. Umbrella leaf. Yeah. That's alright, I guess. Anyways, I'm gonna see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed. This was a very chill stream. I did enjoy this one though. This one was fun. Hopefully we'll get some more people so it'll be a bit more fun in the future. And